professional, also a perfect record. 35 fights, 35 victories, including 32 by knockout, including 22 consecutive KOs, and he has KO'd every opponent he's faced over the last 8 years. This Olympic medalist from Karaganda, Kazakhstan, is the reigning, defending, undefeated, universally recognized true middleweight champion of the world, Gennady Golovkin,
John Jones is a bad guy. That guy, if we were living 1,000 years ago, he would be on a horse with the biggest battle axe, waiting in the back, hacking heads off, and everybody would be running. And those people have always existed. These dominators have always existed.
Okay guys, let's get into it. I've got an absolute heater. I'm going to be spitting. It's going to be bars upon bars upon bars. Very happy that President Donald J. Trump is currently President-elect of the United States. I've kind of been a supporter of him for many years, even before he took office. Definitely been a role model and inspiration to myself in a number of ways, which I'm still going to get into. There's a lot of work that I have to do, obviously on the public front, and then the commercial side, and then obviously in private matters as well. So yeah, I'm very happy for Donald Trump. I'm very happy for the world standing behind him. I'm very happy for where South Africa is at in terms of our relationship with America and the US, which we're going to get into, as well as our seat at the table when it comes to navigating these global superpowers, which again we're going to get into. I'm also very happy and very honored and very humbled and pleased, that so many South Africans and people across the world actually are taking a stand against fighting evil, against fighting injustice and the spread of misinformation and inequality, and trying to end racism. And we've got the smart people working with the strong people. We've got the thinkers and the dreamers working with the blacksmiths and the architects of our world. And I think that's a great collaboration, and I also want to get into some other collaborations that we basically assembled. Like I said, the Avengers, we basically assembled like the flippin' Marvel Crush universe, to take out these supremacist agendas and their backbone. So I'm very happy that, I'm not the only person doing this. I'm not standing alone. There's a bunch of other people that are working hard, that are standing strong, standing firm, being smart, and obviously doing their part to obviously add hope, and change this country for the better. So I'm really happy about that, and I'm really honored as well, So I wanted to introduce some stuff because, like I said, I don't have a lot of time, maybe like a little bit more than a month. So I hope in this month, pretty ambitious projects on my if I can say philanthropic front is obviously, like, I want to do some films, and I'm going to announce all of them because why the fuck not. The UFC, I want to do a Donald and Joe and Dana one. I want to do a Donald Trump standalone, Ramaphosa and Motsepe standalone, a DDP standalone, and then I want to kind of combine all of this together, showcasing South African culture, like full force. And we could throw a budget at this, but I don't want to do it that way. If you know me, then the whole idea is to show people that you can do something with nothing. So I'm also, again, on the ambitious side, trying to drop a mixtape or album, but I'm just settling for a song. I don't know what type of genre it's gonna be. I don't know how it's gonna look, what it's gonna sound like. I haven't even really I've got the mechanics, like, and the gears are turning, but I haven't really actually started in that sense. Also I'm gonna be curating a personal book. I don't know, like I said, these are all pretty like ambitious projects. I don't know how far it'll get, but I just wanted to say it and then obviously hold myself accountable, and then some guidelines to live by. Just jumping straight into the start of the show, I guess. Like, just for some formats and context, on the day I was arrested, literally like not even 10 minutes before getting arrested, I was busy with a deal with billions of dollars, a bilateral private kind of trade deal with some people I know that are billionaires from China, and they were trying to open up clothing factories in South Africa, and then I go out, smoke a cigarette, next thing you know I'm arrested, and I even told a bunch of the officers and a bunch of other people like interrogating me and shit, like, you know what, okay, whatever, kill me if you want, but this needs to happen for the sake of the country, for the betterment of the people. And did I get access to any of these resources on how I could actually do this? Of course not. Fuck no. Did anyone take over? Of course not. Fuck no. And I've got a ball and chain on me, so I can't even leave anywhere or do anything, and it's like affecting a whole bunch of people that are starving, that are going without, that are losing hope. And it's these people that are living in their Lani mansions, jolling with their Lani cabs, that could be clueless and could not even so much to care, And it's just like General Mkhwanazi said, like, the criminals aren't watching the news. They don't care. They're busy planning their next crime. So it's on the citizens that are actually smart enough, and the citizens that want to help people, to actually be like, hey, you know what, let's put our hands together, which is what people are doing in South Africa, and which is what the international audience, the role makers and investors are seeing, which is why I'm so happy, which is why I'm not angry, like, I want to get into that now, because I'm going to talk a bit about, obviously, servicing billionaires and high profile and high network as well as net worth individuals.